Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this video, we're going to review the front end tab. In the upper left hand corner, we have the manager name at the SureWin offices, and then we have your name, and then we have the shoe number or serial number for this shoe that you're playing. This is our income, this is financial section. This is the income for this game. This is total commission this game. This is what our deposit is in our online casino. And this is our committed bankroll for this unit value. This is some statistics for today's play. Today we've played 13 shoes, 551 hands, and we've had a total income of $2,778.80. This right here is our elapsed time. This is how much time that it's taken to play to this point. This is what trend we are playing. This is our hands for this game. We haven't started playing yet, so we're on hand 0. This green is a visual indicator. It will go from green to yellow to red. At hand 65, it will be red. 38 is our target, so it's going to be kind of a yellowish color. So every hand you can just kind of visually see where we are at as far as shoe number and our target. This is how many shoes are in this game. Our money management tries to finish and wrap up at hand 38. So wherever the money management ends or closes up, it will end the game, and it will tell you new shoe. So if that happened on hand 38, you're going to get down here where it says in red bet banker is going to be yellow, telling you new shoe. Now, if it was on hand 40, if it was on hand 60, whatever that hand number is when the money management closes, that's when it's going to tell you new shoe. So not every shoe is 38. That's just what our goal is. If the money management just so happens to close on 38, then it's going to be 38 hands. If it's more than that, it'll be more, and that's where this comes in. If the shoe ended and the money management did not complete, so let's say we had 77 hands and our money management all the way from 38 to 77 was not able to complete, you would press the additional shoe button. This will change to 2. So what happens is it clears out all of the trending. It's going to take several free hands. If you're on a table that doesn't allow free hands, it's going to bet the table minimum on the side that you selected. So if you recall from our manager, our master, or from our input tab, we had selected no free hands, and it's a table minimum of $1, so $1 is going to be selected, and we selected bet bank. So it's going to bet bank on every free hand. So when you start that second shoe, it's going to take several, probably upwards of a dozen free hands or table minimum bets while it tries and builds a trend. And the difference between the first shoe and the second shoe, the first shoe, it doesn't do that. Only on the first hand, because we're in the same trend. Because our 4 most popular trends, opposite, obviously we're going to lose every time. But 2-1, 2-2, and sequences of 3 has more sames or repeats than opposites. So the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4 most frequent patterns have same results. Only the number 1, you would lose on it. So in shoe number 1, we're not in financial problems. So I start off every shoe playing same. So as soon as the first result comes out, whatever that is, player, banker, I'm going to repeat and play that. In shoe 2, this is different. So when you've selected this additional shoe button and you're in your second game, or if for some reason you had to go to a third game or a fourth game, which rarely happens but does happen, it's going to take free hands because financially you're in trouble. you have the money management wound up, and therefore, unlike in the beginning of the first shoe in a session, your money management is at the beginning. So you can take the risk of having, some losses, and for the program to say, hey, same's not a good trend. So in any additional shoe, second, third, fourth, whatever it was, the beginning is going to take some free hands. So that's what this is telling you. We're in our first shoe of this game, and this here is our prediction and wager amount. So right now the program is telling us for a prediction, bet banker, and our wager amount $1. Over here, some statistical information. The number of bankers, the number of pandas if you're on a panda or a dragon table, players, ties, free hands. This is percentages for bankers, ties, and players, our win losses. And this is also telling us what to get in chips. So we're betting $1, so it's telling us to get one white chip. This is a visual indicator for our dollar amount. We're betting $1, so it's green. It goes from green, yellow to red. So if we make our maximum bet, which in this particular program is 20 units, if we were making a $200 bet because we're playing a $10 unit value, this would be red. So this will change in a number of different shades between green, yellow, and red, giving you a visual indicator on the number of units that you're betting. This is dollars. This is converting your unit to $1. This is the results section. This is where you'll click and put in that you bet bank $1. The dealer deals out the cards. The cards are turned over, and whatever that result is from the cards or from the dealer, you put in this section. If it was a banker, you put in a banker. If it was a player, you put in a player. If it was a tie, you put in a tie. If you're on a dragon or a panda table, you would put it in here. If you accidentally put in the wrong result, you can undo. You can undo up to 4 times, and you cannot undo a tie. So make a mental note that if you accidentally put a tie in, you cannot undo it. So do not even attempt to undo it because it'll crash the program. So you can undo 4 times. Your tie button and your additional shoe, which we explained. So let's get in and do a few bets, and so you can see what we have going on. So the program is wanting us to bet banker for $1, and I'm just going to make up a shoe. Let's pretend that it was a player. So I'm going to put in a player result. So here is our totem section, our historical. We have one hand played, player, we lost, and we lost $1. So we're down $1. So we're betting the same pattern. Our money management has now started. We need $13. We need 2 red chips, 3 white chips. And you can see we have 1 loss. We've had 1 player, 100% so far as player. So let's put in a result of a banker for a loss. So we're betting player, and we're betting $13 on player. The cards are dealt out, and it's a bank. So I'm going to put in a bank result. So there we are. We're hand 2, and here's our historical, our totem section. First hand was a player for a loss of $1. Our second hand was a bank, a loss of $13. So we're a total of $14 down. We're still in the same pattern. It's wanting us to bet bank, $21. 4 red chips, 1 white chip. So let's just pretend like we get a win of a banker. That we're betting bank for $21. The cards are dealt out, and it's a bank, so it's a win. So we're at $14 down. So we're going to put the bank in, and we should be $7 positive minus commission. Okay, so we had, let's look at our totem. Our first was a player for $1 loss. Our second was a banker for $13 a loss. Our third hand was a banker, we bet, and we won. We paid $1.05 in commission, so we got $19.95. So that brought us up to $5.95. So this is what our total is so far. So we're betting banker. The wager is $15. Let's put in a tie. And there's a tie. Now historical, we didn't lose anything because it was a push. So remember, this is our prediction amount. We're betting banker for $15. This is the results. When the cards have been dealt out, this is what you input for what the result is. The computer is telling you the prediction. Bet banker, wager $15. So you're going to bet bank and put $15 on it. After the hand's dealt, you're going to put in the results in this section. So let's say that we get another bank. I'm going to put a banker in. And there we go. We won. So we won our bet. We had 75 cents in commission, so we made $14.25. And there it is added up. So I'm going to go ahead and put some results in. In a minute, I'm going to make some losses so that we change trends and show you a few other things. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a number of results. Just follow along and I'll narrate here in a little bit. But again, our prediction is bet banker, $15, 3 red chips. Once the cards are dealt out, this is the results section where you enter in the results. And I'm going to put in a banker. Prediction is bet bank 17. I'm going to put in a player for a loss. It's telling us to bet player. I'm going to put in a tie. It's telling us to bet player. I'm going to put in a banker. It's telling us to bet banker. I'm going to put in a result of a banker. It's telling us to bet banker for $13. I'm going to put in another banker for a win. It's telling us to bet banker for 15. I'm going to put in a player for a loss. It's telling us to bet player for $24, and I'm going to put in a player for a win. It's telling us to bet player for $15. I'm going to put in a player for a win. It's telling us to bet player for $17. I'm going to put in a tie. It's telling us to bet player for $17. I'm going to put in a player. So you notice our totem section here. We have our lose, lose, win, tie, win, win, lose, tie, lose, win, win, lose, win, win, tie, lose. Some statistical information. 7 bankers so far, 6 players, 3 ties, 43.8% bankers, 18.8% ties, 37.5% players. We've had 8 winners and 5 losers. We're betting player for $13, 2 red chips, 3 white chips. So I'm going to go on a little losing streak to get the trend, which we're in the same, to change. So I'm going to tell them to bet banker or player for $13. I'm going to put a banker in. Okay, so you'll see now our trend has changed to opposite. So let's look at 3 things here. We were in the same pattern, so our window for what our trend is has changed. We went from same to opposite. So now our last result is a banker, but our prediction is bet player. So we're betting opposite now. So our prediction is bet player. Our wager is $93. We have 3 green chips, 3 red chips, and 3 white chips. We're on hand 24, and as you can see, this is turning towards yellow because we're getting up in our number of hands, and we're making a $93 unit or $93 bet, a 9.3 unit bet because we're at $10. We are getting close to yellow. It's gone from green to yellow. So again, the larger their bet is, this will go closer to red being the maximum that we're willing to bet on a single hand. So our prediction, bet player, $93. We've had a number of losses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 8 losses. So let's go ahead and put in a couple wins. We're betting player for $93. The cards are dealt out. It's a player, so I'm going to put the result of a player in. And we had a winner of our $93. So we're betting banker for $108, and we're at that yellow mark. So let's go ahead and get a win in here. The result, our prediction is bet bank, wager $108. Let's pretend that the card's dealt out and it's a banker. So let's put in a banker win. And our prediction is bet player $54. You see this is getting a little bit more green. So let's put in a result of a player, pretend that the cards were dealt out and we had a winner. And let me show you a new piece. This window here, this is at hand 37. This is going to turn on and give you the estimated wins needed to complete this shoe. So if we were to get the next 4 wins, so we'd end, if we were betting opposite, we would end on hand 41. So let's put some losses in and see what happens with this. So it's still on 4, even though we had a loss. It's telling us we need 4 wins to finish up our money management. Our prediction is bet player for $21. 4 red chips, 1 white chip. Let's put in another loser. Let's put a result of a banker in for a loss. So our estimated wins is still 4 wins required to finish up our money management and exit out. And another thing I want to show you is our trend has changed from opposite to 2-2. If you look at what I put in here, our 2-2s are a good winner. So the trend has changed to 2-2. So let's go ahead. The prediction is bet player $29. Let's go ahead and pretend like we had a winner and put that in. And now with this win, we've had these losses. We went down from 4 to 3. So let's go ahead. Our prediction is bet player $23. Let's put a result of a player in. And with the win, we went down to 2-2. So it's telling us bet banker $15. Let's put in a banker for a win. We had our 3 wins, so we went down from 4 to 1. It wants us to still bet the 2-2 pattern. The prediction is bet banker for $22, but let's put a player in and see what happens. So we're pretending that the player was what the cards came out. The prediction was bet bank. We put $22 on bank. The cards came out and it was a player, so we're going to have a loser. And we're still holding it at 1 because this 2-2 pattern is so strong based upon the historical data. It's betting heavily on the player. Let's go ahead and wrap this shoe up. As you can see, we're turning yellow. It's saying bet player for $44. 1 green chip, 3 red chips, and 4 white chips. Let's go ahead and put the player in, and so we have a winner and finish up the shoe. And there you go. There's our new shoe indicator. Good job, next shoe. We had 44 hands. We had $249.25 in income. We paid out $22.75 in commission. Our online casino deposit is now $5,019.70, and our committed bankroll for this unit value is $28,019.70. This is the 14th shoe we've played today, and we've played 595 hands, $3,028.05. Some historical data over here. We had 21 bankers, 20 players, 3 ties, 47.7% bankers, 6.8% ties, 45.5% players, 21 winners, 20 losses, and our totem section. This shows us the last 21 hands. So that's our front end tab. Thank you for watching this video.